ZNS Network presents The Bahamas Tonight. This portion of the news brought to you by BTC Every Day.
A major announcement by government today to advance the maritime sector. Good evening, everyone. I'm Charisma Robinson. Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie says negotiations with one of the world's leading shipping companies could boost the local economy and the maritime sector as well. He noted this while delivering the keynote address at the LJM Maritime Academy passing out ceremony on Crystal Key today. Clint Watson has the story.
Given the geographical nature of the Bahamas, Prime Minister the Right Honorable Perry Christie says it's only natural for the Bahamas to be a center of training in maritime. And after months of negotiations with one of the world's leading shipping company, MSC, who has a stake in the Grand Bahama Container Port, expansion is on the horizon, one of which will be the establishment of an academy.
That academy will be used in Freeport to train workers for their cruise ships and for their cargo ships worldwide. And as I sat listening to Mrs. Hannah Martin and Mrs. Clare, it serves us to know as a government that we are in a position to talk to MSC Shipping for training by this specific corporate entity to be able to see how we integrate your institute into that so that we can benefit as a country in a much more meaningful way.
Transport and Aviation Minister Gladys Hannah Martin is leading the initiative to create a national maritime policy which will map out the expansion and operation of this robust sector.
And it is a blueprint for the exploitation of our marine resources to the greater benefit of our people. And it includes the work that you're engaged in, but it includes also exploitation of marine resources in science and in technology. And so really we are beginning to tap into an incredible reality that is waiting for us to pick.
Prime Minister Christie made the disclosure of a second maritime academy as he addressed cadets passing out of the first phase of the LJM Maritime Academy. These cadets certified in deck and engine programs now begin the second phase, which is internship on ships throughout the world.
All of them are intended to join ships globally.
The Bahamas Ship Owners Association, who owns ships throughout the world, tankers, cruise ships, bulk carriers, reefers, we've agreed with them that they're going to assist us in placing young maritime professionals on their ships. But you can't come half-stepping because we are new into the industry, even though our roots are long and deep. So you gotta be the best of the best.
The final phase in the 3-year diploma program for the 33 cadets begins 18 months from now back at the Academy following their internships. President of the Maritime Academy, Dr. Brenda McClare.
Cadets, you have found that work, for you have all adapted well to a vocation which is self-gratifying and one that is good for your fellow Bahamians and the world. Always be true to yourself.
The inaugural graduating class is breaking new ground and bringing to reality what the Prime Minister envisioned when he spoke about an expanded and developed maritime sector years ago, providing job opportunities for young Bahamians. Students hail from New Providence, Andros, Abaco, Grand Bahama, and Spanish Wells, Eleuthera.
Clint Watson, ZNS Network News.
Thanks so much, Clint. The Outstanding Achievement Award went to Cadet Veronica Bonamy. She told her fellow cadets that the high level of training and expertise they have received will equip them to excel in the industry. She urged them to cling to the passion that drove them to this career, noting that what they experienced so far is just the beginning.
So, what would I recommend for someone interested in this industry? Here's the recipe. And among the ingredients are a ton of patience, a gallon of self-discipline, a quart of determination, a pint of open-mindedness, 3 pounds of integrity, a dash of manners, kindness, and humility, and of course, a sprinkle of ignorance to ask when you do not know. Mix these all together and you achieve the right consistency for a well-rounded, educated industry leader for the global maritime arena.
Oh, very good. Thousands of residents believed to be Haitian nationals are upset following a demolition of the Gamble Heights shanty town today. Officials from the Department of Immigration, Social Services, and Environmental Health officials told ZNS News that this demolition exercise is one of the largest to be carried out to date. It comes after more than a year's eviction notice, which apparently fell on deaf ears. Aladon Davis was in the midst of the exercise and has all the details in this report.
Heavy bulldozer equipment ripped through the Gamble Heights community on Friday, taking down nearly 200 shanty homes and leaving roughly 3,000 Haitian nationals scrambling with their belongings in tow, searching for another place to call home. When ZNS News arrived on the scene, we met a dozen of police and immigration officers manning the area while irate residents and neighbors stood around in awe and disgust. Mother of two, Julie Hasty, says while she has raked in enough money as an entrepreneur on that demolished community, she is still uncertain as to where her family will spend the night.
I have two boys. I have one boyfriend, but he be man. I don't care. I still live next place. But village help me because I sell stuff. I sell food. People come buy food by me.
So where are you going to go with your boys?
I don't know.
Head of Enforcement at Immigration, Kirkland Neely, says the landlord was given sufficient time to inform his tenants to get out of that community.
We set a date last year to come in and clean out. We let that pass. 2 months ago, we gave them another 6 weeks, right? And so we had to make a stand. They should have been well prepared because they were forewarned long time ago, but I guess they didn't take us serious.
And we understand that there are approximately 100 children who are school-age children who are within this community. The Department of Social Services are prepared to assist all those persons. Now, I will emphasize those legal residents who are here legally. We'll assist them with accommodation and with any other social needs that they would require. And they could go to the Department of Social Services on Robinson Road Center, and we'll be happy to assist them.
Landlord Patrick Charles says while he does not like how his tenants were displaced, he is pleased that the exercise occurred as there is a major immigration issue on his property.
I've been faced with a lot of challenge dealing with this place for a long time, And right now, as it is, this section down, this was one of the worst sections in the whole place. And I find a lot of them they live here all through the day, they be elsewhere, and then when night comes, they move back from where they is, especially if they have an immigration problem in certain area. You see? They come and they take refuge to where they'll be safe until night or time. And then they, venture off back to where they're supposed to be.
Immigration officials say several illegal migrants are in custody after they conducted an apprehension exercise during the demolition. Meanwhile, officials say they plan to be back on the property on Monday to continue the demolition. LaDawn Davis, ZNS Network News.
As the Gaming Board has announced who will be allowed to operate gaming houses, our Jared Higgs spoke to a few of the new licensees and the only operator who was denied a license. We apologize. We'll have that story for you later on tonight. We'll have more after the break.